Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be like reacting to the recent chapter, One Piece 1045. We're right here in the jump cover. I already saw this. Like I think it was yesterday. I don't remember when I saw it, but it was like a low quality version. Now this is a high quality version. Looks really good. Me and Leo, we were talking. Yeah, this is Oda. He drew this. I don't know, Leo, if you've seen his other like his art that's not like One Piece related. He has some stuff that's like not One Piece related. Like today I saw like it's like this old man, Nami, like but Nami realistic, like she was like a human, like this art style, the one that you see with Luffy. So yeah, so Oda, like someone tweeted that Oda he could do other art styles, but for One Piece he has this goofy art style, which we know and love. It's very iconic. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very iconic art style.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a really good cover. It says here
Oh yeah,
right behind.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Like someone said, this is like one of the best covers in Jump that we've seen, in a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so far, like for like the usually like for One Piece, I have the thousand chapter cover, like where it has the Luffy has the crown with the thousand
Mhm.
sunny.
Yeah, I think I know which
I
one you're talking
I
about. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just now realized the why it had the thousand sunny. Anyways, but like I really like the art style,
Yeah.
like the use of color, like how it contrasts.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like
It's really good.
I really love it.
Yeah.
Like
I
it
want.
looks amazing.
Yeah, I wonder what he used. Maybe because he draws with copper markers or like any markers, and with a little bit of Prisma color or like crayon
Mm-hmm.
color pencil. Because this is this famous video of him drawing Luffy and Chopper on YouTube. You can find on YouTube, and he does marker. He does like a layer of marker, then he blends it a little bit, and on top of that, he uses a crayon, like
Mm-hmm.
color pencil for like the highlights and all that. So I wonder if he used that method for this or if he did something else. But man, it looks really cool. And also behind him, you see the Gomu Gomu. you know, of course. It kind
Well,
of.
it used to be Gomu Go.
Yeah, it used to. Yeah, it used to. Actually, there's some translations flowing around that
Mm-hmm.
I think in the official, the girls they say that the Gungan fruit goes by another name. They didn't say that we change it, like, you know what I mean,
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Like it has two names.
yes, so Luffy he's still 56. If we go by that translation, but the Gum Gums are behind him. It's really cool. I like how it's like outlined. It's not colored. And then right behind Luffy it says the adventure continues, and over here it says super climax versing Kaido in the Wano arc and the 20th anniversary caravan truck project. I'm not sure what's the like. I heard about the
Like
caravan.
50.
Have
I'm
you heard
not sure
about?
what that is.
No,
No.
I just because today is what today's Thursday, right? So I think on Monday, if I'm correct, they One Piece they basically did like a One Piece direct, like the Nintendo direct, but for One Piece. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so they mentioned a couple stuff. The caravan truck, I think, is one of the things they mentioned.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not sure what it is. I just heard the name floating around. But actually,
Yeah, cause
if we
yeah.
go to the
Uh-huh.
next page, already seeing this page also. So if we go to the next page right here, I'm zooming in. You can see the truck. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. But
Oh,
yeah.
so it's basically like a design for a truck then.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't know what is it going to do. I guess it's going to
I
sell stuff,
I mean,
traits. I
perhaps
don't
it's
know.
a food truck.
Yeah, it could be like a food truck. They say. It says here, stay tuned for more information. The custom made trucks are in development. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It is-
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
cause cause the only caravan I know is the prog rock band, like from the
Okay, okay.
Canterbury scene.
Okay.
So
The only caravan I know is the since we're talking about caravan, the only caravan I know is the song from Whiplash. Really good song. Really, I don't know if you know about Whiplash, Leo.
that's the drummer movie, right?
Yep, peak fiction,
I
man.
haven't
It's
seen it,
really,
but like
it's really good.
it's
But
on the list.
yeah, yeah. But anyway,
My long list.
here's the color spread, and
Okay.
yeah, it's really cool. I won this shirt, the one that Luffy has. Yeah, it looks really cool. I
Yeah.
could make I could make it and sell on Red Bull Battle, you know how they be.
Yeah, yeah.
Jembe, he's like steering the truck since he's the helmsman. Um, there's a green dog. I'm checking if there's anything because although he loves to hand that stuff, but I don't see anything that could be
No Yamato.
Oh, they have no Yamato. It says right here in the Sanji shirt, it says Candy Land probably. So maybe it's like a candy truck, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Nothing to talk about here. Okay, let's start the chapter. Okay. Last chapter was crazy. Hey, I heard some people saying that this chapter is also crazy. So let's see. And the title is called Next Level. So, ooh, yeah.
Let's see if it lives up to the name.
Let's see if it's So it says right here in the corner, a new level gear theft. Yep. So someone's panting, pan. I was sure you were gone after that. So probably Kaido. So was I. Ha ha ha. Luffy laughing. Since you're able to make your surroundings rubbery. Ah yeah, I completely forgot to mention. I didn't notice this last time. When we did live reaction. Luffy, he I don't know if you remember, but Luffy he lifted the ground. It's like the last page. So he lifted the ground. Yeah, and then the Kaido, he did the borrow breath, and it bounced back the borrow breath. I completely missed that. Like we didn't mention it at all. And then while watching like couple like reaction and discussion videos, they were saying like, oh, Luffy, he turned the ground to rubber. Like I completely missed that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Kaido,
yeah, I missed that like completely because I was so mesmerized. Like I used to like, oh, Luffy did the gun thing. Yeah.
yeah. The gun. What do you mean the gun thing?
Yeah,
You mean the flipping
Heaven's
the?
Arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring
the
to.
tile.
Yeah, I thought you were referring to a dog gun for some reason. I don't know. But so yeah, Kyle says here, since you're able to make your surroundings rubbery. Oh, so he's the one panting. Okay. It should be safe to say you awakened your paramecia through. Kyle doesn't know. He's like,
I don't think even Luffy knows actually.
Oh yeah, Luffy doesn't know either. But I guess it's confirmed that Kyle doesn't know because I thought, like since he knows, he probably knows more about Joy Boy than of course than your average Joe. So I thought he's gonna be like, oh wait, it's actually this fruit, but no. But maybe he does brings it up later on. But let's continue. But something about this feels off. Okay, let's see. A transformation
so much
like
for
this.
Later.
So what's for later? Transformation like this is more typical of a Zoan fruit. Okay. So of course Kaido he is Kaido, he is a Zoan, and he's also a Yonko. So yeah, he should tell. He should know. Also, I just know it's Luffy. He's just there. He's like, he's not. Yeah. Also, I just noticed he's also bouncing. He's like he's making the floor rubbery, and he's like bouncing everywhere. So yeah. Next page. So Gia, okay, Kaido, he bet on Luffy, and Luffy's like, you bastard. Okay, Chomp, gulp. Luffy. So he's like going around. He's like inside Kaido. Gomu no. Okay, so he's like attacking Kaido from the inside. Yeah. Okay. Balloon. Okay, so he inflates inside Kaido. Balloon. You little. Okay. Now he's floating up in the air. Okay. And Yamato and Momo, they're seeing the whole thing. Okay. And then okay, so they're going up. They're still going. What's that? What the heck is going on? No idea. It looks like Kaido put on weight. Is this some form of his? Yamato said that. And then, damn, how are you doing this? Your body is meant to be rubbery, not mine. Oh, okay. So is he also making Kaido's body rubbery? People actually, some people have been saying that maybe Luffy could do that. He could like turn living beings into rubber. Basically like a Looney Tune, like continuing with the Looney Tune stuff. With other people. But then who says this? I'm guessing Luffy because he laughs. Hey, I see a pair of bright lights. Yeah, it's Luffy who said that.
Don't tell me he's about it. Bro.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This fruit. Yeah. People were saying that maybe now he could like bend stretch reality in a way. You know what I mean, and basically
Yeah, like
do
a la mask.
yeah, out of mask. So I guess this confirms it because yeah, you know, or maybe okay, or maybe what he's doing is he's making he's making Kaido's eyes into rubber, and then since it's rubber, he has his hands coming out of it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like he's just stretching it, and it's taking the form of Luffy hands. It's like a glove. He's like wearing a glove, basically. Maybe that's what he's
Either
doing.
way, either
It's
interpretation, like if it were for like the goofiness of One Piece, like this would be horrifying in any
yeah,
other
yeah.
battle manga.
Yeah, dude. Imagine this in like in Toriko or in Hunter x Hunter.
Torigo, Jojo, Hunter,
Yeah,
Hunter,
yeah,
like, like, like this would, like this would be
yeah,
something like out of a sign in manga, like something like 18 plus.
yeah. Like if it was like realistic, well,
Yeah, yeah.
because of the goofy nature, it's just funny. So going to the next page, the next panel, and okay, so he escape rockets. Okay, so Luffy did gum will not escape rocket. So he got out. He's laughing. She. Also now since last chapter was 1044, and
Mm-hmm.
Luffy's laugh is she, and 44 is she. So yeah,
Oh,
more Golda, Golda playing with the numbers and all that. Okay. So he goes up. Gomu no what Luffy. Okay, yeah. Okay. Giant man. Okay, so he did it. He did it. I don't know if you're saying this well. I don't know if you're saying what I'm saying, but he did it. Uh, so
so
people,
this is
uh,
isn't perspective. He's actually giant here.
yeah, it's giant, because Luffy says Gomu no giant. So okay, I was going to wait for the discussion. That every break week we do a discussion. So
Yeah.
I was going to wait for that to mention this, but I guess I will mention it now. I told Molly that basically everyone was right. Everyone was right when it comes to Luffy's Delphi, because for example, there were people saying that Luffy's awakening is that he becomes a giant, right? We we getting this now. Some people were saying that Luffy's fruit is actually resin. We talked about that. And they still could be right, because if Luffy he's only limited by his imagination, he could
It could be
probably
that.
he could probably do the rest and stuff like making bubbles, becoming liquid rubber, so on and so forth. And then I mentioned that he's actually a Zoan. He's actually a mythical Zoan, and whatever mythical Zoan he is, he has the property of rubbers or whatever. And people like me that were saying that we were also right also. So basically everyone was right. Although he I don't know how he did it, but he basically satisfied everyone. He satisfied everyone with this reveal, with with him being Sun God Nika. So yeah, everyone was right. I know there's one YouTuber can't like thing. I know he's gonna be freaking out because he's been saying this since like the beginning of Wano. Since the beginning of Wano, he's been saying that Luffy he's gonna become a giant. The reason why I did mention this briefly in one of the videos, but just in case if you forgot, and also to mention it here in the video, he mentioned, and I also did notice this, but I wasn't doing videos at the time. But I noticed that, and he also noticed that Luffy during the fight against Urashima, I think that was his name, the sumo guy in the beginning of Wano. Luffy he goes gear third, but he doesn't blows into his he doesn't blow, like he typically does. The fist just became big. He pointed
Yeah.
out. He pointed out that he pointed out when the chapter came out. He's like, "Yo, Luffy, his limb became big without him blowing." And people were like, "Ah, nah, you crazy, man, Cole, you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about." And when that when that episode came out in the anime, he's like, "See, I told y'all, he did that. His limbs became big without him blowing, his bones." And then so he was saying that this is Luffy, and he's like he's tapping into his awakening briefly. He was like briefly tapping into his awakening. He's like getting there. He's getting there. He's like about to awaken. And his theory was that Luffy was gonna become a giant. That was gonna be his awakening. And then on last chapter when it came out, people were like, "Oh, Cole, you were wrong. See, he's not a giant. He's a god. Blah blah blah." And he's like, he still could do that though, because that last chapter, that's what he was doing. He was making his limbs bigger. He was doing like some crazy stuff. And then now here, he became a giant. So I know he's gonna be ecstatic. He's gonna be, he's gonna be. I told y'all, So it's cool that he was right, because he's been saying this for years now, and people been like making fun of him, or like like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But I was on his side, because I'm like, what he's saying makes perfect sense. Like he's not wrong, But yeah, it's really cool.
So
uh-huh.
I'm just hoping, like, since we just got the giant, like all this is all Toon inspired. I'm just hoping that we get to see an anvil now.
he makes an anvil. I don't know what, but he makes it. He turns something to rubber. He like molds it into an anvil and then drops it on Kaido. That'll be nice. And but let's continue. I have more about this giant stuff, but I guess I will mention it later or during the discussion video.
Yeah.
But let me zoom in. So Momo says, or Yamato, whoever, who is that? What Luffy voice is coming for that thing? Is that really him? Then Kaido just bites him. Luffy gomo gomo no. So he grabs Kaido again by the neck. He's manhandling Kaido, like like people have been saying, like a garden snake. So let's go to the next page. Let's see, it's a regular page. Are you saying this? Gomu gomu no jump rope.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does that, and then Kaido does a blast breath. It burns. Luffy yells, "It burns!" Oh, okay. I think if this is a scene that I'm thinking, I already saw this thing on Twitter. I got spoiled on this. Yeah. So I already saw this on Twitter, but it's just a minor spoiler. It wasn't nothing crazy. So okay. Oh crap! He just took a blast breath head on. He's burned up. The tweet said, all that we know why you named him Nika. Now we know why. So that's the last straw. Grit, Looney Tunes, Sonic. Okay. Now he's running in the air. Okay. I was expecting this. Okay. So now he doesn't. Now he just runs in the air. Flash, where you at? But okay, and then he's like leaving a trail of fire.
So far, Kyle here's a Wile E. Coyote then.
Yeah, and Luffy, he's the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm going to mention. I don't know if you remember, but during the last video, I made a Childish Gambino reference.
Yeah, I know this.
Okay, so and that's
the hard K.
Yeah. So in that same song at the end, Gambino, he has a bar that says, "All I did was act mean like a Looney Tune." I completely forgot about that bar. Before I could Luffy, he's acting mean like a Looney Tune. And also another thing, people are calling this Luffy Tunes. I don't know if you heard.
No, but this is my first exposure to such brilliance.
So, I want to, instead of Luffy Tunes, Merry Melodies, because there's the Looney Tunes and there's Merry Melodies, and
and they're going merry. Yeah.
They're going merry. So I'm gonna be preferring this. I'm gonna be calling Merry Melodies. Nah. Luffy Tunes. Luffy Tunes is clever. It also could be Aloof. Aloof Tunes maybe, because Aloof sounds like Luffy. But let's continue with the chapter. Gomu Gomu no. Kyle, he's panting though. Like he's there's been moments throughout the fights that he's been panting or whatever. He's like panting a lot. So yeah.
That's the Maya Joey boy.
Yeah. What? Okay. Gomu Gomu no. 3 World Conquest. Okay, that's Kylo. Ragnarok. Okay. This is a new attack. 3 World Conquest. Okay, Ragnarok. But look what Luffy's gonna do. Gomu Gomu no. Alright, so Luffy was gonna do. He was going to do something, but Kylo hits him. Okay, and then he goes to the way. And then he goes to the roof. Okay. Is it?
He practically has a tumor now with the size of that head bump.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. But man, it just like if you ask someone like, oh, how do you think the Luffy versus Kaido is going to end? No one, no one,
No one.
no one will go against this. No one will guess this. Maybe okay, maybe the giant thing. You know like King of Lightning. He was predicting that. But like this Looney Tunes, Merry Melody, aspect to the fight. Yeah, I think no one will have guessed that. And
I
it was
won't
really
show someone this panel out of context. Like when do you think this happens in the story? Like they're not gonna say like, oh yeah, the long-awaited battle between the protagonist and the world's strongest a creature.
creature. Yeah, yeah, but like although he's always what's the word not misdirection like you have an expectation, but he does something
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
although be like that. So then
yeah.
I just went to the next. I just went to the next panel. Never,
Oh my god.
not in a million years. I will guess. I will be singing
I
law,
can, I
law
can.
or law and kid doing this. Never in a million years. Nami and Chopper, I will guess that, but not law and kid. Okay, and they all say yeah. Luffy, he goes back. He goes back to the roof. Okay, and what the Kaido says, it's like something out of a picture, something out of a picture book. Yeah, they cannot say Looney Tunes. So although when
Nor
with
cartoons.
yeah, or cartoons, yeah, they're gonna use that. So yeah, something out of a picture book. Man, that stings. Luffy said that. I'll admit you put on quite the show, but still, you're at the end of your rope. You can't beat me. I don't know,
Shut up.
man. Luffy says shut up. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're panting a lot. Luffy, he's having the time of life, a time of his life. I don't know, but well, never mind. I guess he was right because I'm far from done, and then he goes back to normal. Okay, I guess he was right. I guess Kyle was right. He's at his rope.
Quote unquote normal. He looks like a wrinkled old man now.
Yeah. Maybe that's the side effect. Remember Chopper, when he went to Monster Point and he became an old man when he went back to normal.
Huh.
Yeah. Uh, so I guess the that's the side effect of Gear Fifth. Luffy just becomes an old man, and Chopper he was like for a while. That was like that lasted longer than the side effect of Gear Third. Remember, like pre time skip. So yeah. So maybe this is a side effect, or maybe it's just Luffy. He's just he's just trying to prank Kylo right now. I don't know. Yeah, he's like trying to get him close, and then he just punches him in the face or whatever. I don't know. But let's continue. Let's see. He says, "I'm beat." Luffy says, "I'm beat." What the what the hell are you? And Kylo, okay. So Kylo, what the? Kylo says down. Okay, okay. You're right. I'm about to croak. This taking a lot of me. You can rest easy and die then. Tales will be told about how you all fought this war. Who cares about that? Where when you're dead, only your bones stick around. She. So is he going to go back? Yeah, okay, he's going back. Also, I just noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, but his clothes, they became a different color. Are you seeing this? It was white here, but it
Yeah.
becomes black. Actually, I saw a tweet that someone tweeted. I don't know if it was a spoiler, because it wasn't like anything crazy. The tweet just said, "Oh, Luffy, he's actually white. Like his hair and his clothes is actually white in Gear Fifth." So I saw the tweet. And I'm like,
Oh,
like,
I think I did see it on Twitter, and
yeah,
someone quote tweeted that, and just wrote in the caption, "Come."
I didn't saw that. I didn't saw that, but yeah, someone tweeted that. And I thought it was just him, like his interpretation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, or like that was his prediction. But I guess he read the spoilers, and he's like, oh no, turns out he's actually white. So yeah,
my man Luffy is very diverse, like
he's
going from black to
biracial.
white.
He's biracial. He's like Logic. He's Logic. Luffy, Luffy be like, I'm biracial like Obama. That's a Logic bar. I think it's in 44 more. I forgot where he says it, but yeah.
Oh no, man, I don't listen to Logic, so
Yeah, I stopped listening to him, but I know that was one of the last songs I heard of him. But it just was okay. But let's continue. Yamato says it really is Luffy. He was unrecognizable with his hair and clothes all white. Okay, all white like that. But his voice is still fading quickly. We're not done yet, Luffy says. Is that right? Isn't that right, Momo, Tama, Kinemon? Okay, so Pedro. Oh, he mentions Pedro. I wasn't expecting him to say Pedro. I don't know where. So yeah, okay. So Kylo, hey, you're really gonna kill yourself. Okay. After all of this, do you really think something like death can scare me? Get loud again, heartbeat. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, Luffy's doing the I haven't gone to the next panel, but this panel right here, he's doing the gear second pose.
yeah.
Classic gear second pose. Also, it's not pre-time skip. Okay, Bruno, not Bruno. No, yeah, Bruno. Yeah, that's. I was going to say we don't talk about Bruno. But yeah, okay. So be it. That's it. This is the sound. Luffy, watch out, and then glare. Okay, so Kylo, he's
Alteration?
maybe, yeah, probably, or Luffy's gonna be like, oh, this attack is actually slow or whatever. Typical shonen.
I already saw the next panel.
Oh, you already saw the okay. Okay, Plunk. So okay. Well, I wasn't expecting this. I thought he was going to dodge, but no. Okay. Yamato, what? Same here. It hurts. Actually, it did hurt though. Yeah, because it's a it's an attack from Kaido, but still, I wasn't expecting it. So Kaido does another attack. He squishes Luffy. Okay. He also turned the floor into rubber, so he jumps up. Because of the floor is rubber. He goes back. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, he's twirling. I mean, okay, is okay. What in the world is this pure white transformation? Okay. He's coded with armament and conquers hockey, and he can influence anything around him with his ability. He fights with such freedom, so versatile. I've never seen anything like it. There is no one in this world capable of taking me down. Who is that, Luffy or Kaido? I guess Kaido.
I think that's Kyle saying it.
Yeah. So what did Luffy just did right here?
What did he hit?
Okay. This is my interpretation. He hit Kaido. He hit Kaido. Either Kaido dodged the attack, like when someone dodges the attack so fast is the after image.
Yeah.
So maybe Kaido he dodged and this is his after image, or Luffy punched him and he like somehow turned him into rubber and that's just his punch. Like the thing that he did with the eyes.
Like that's the skin of the back of his head.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's weird though, but. It's cool. It's weird. It's goofy. It's goofy. It's One Piece. Yeah. Okay, I was right. He going to the next panels. So and Kaido falls into. This is the last page. Yeah, this is the last page. Okay, I'm having the time of life. Kaido. Okay, getting pumped. Well, here's some comments. Let's see what it says here. Luffy. Gigant, also like giant Luffy's giant form, It said just like when he used moves in Gear Third. Giant is the word for Gigan is the word for giant. In many languages, it derives from Greek mythology. Okay. And then Kaido's attack is a reference to that word. I'm, I'm not gonna say, but it's
I'm
a
gonna attempt it.
yeah, I'm not gonna attempt it. One of the five kings of knowledge. Oh, okay, so the king of knowledge. Okay. Okay, and then Luffy's line here seems to be mirrored in the lyrics to Pink Sake. Okay, let's see. Death Rule trios are the same. Our bones alone are what remains. Oh, okay. We talked about this. There was a line like that in Pink Sake, about bones and all that. Okay, so here's the art. Okay, the giant mode. Okay, yeah. So, I don't know if you were seeing art like on Twitter, like people drawing on Gear 5 and all that. And a bunch of people were drawing him yellow, right? And those were my favorite like those were like my favorite interpretation. That he's like all golden and yellow, like basically like Naruto. You know, that Naruto he has the
Yeah,
golden.
that. Yeah. That glow that he gets from Sage mode, I think it is.
It's like every most of his transformations are like that. So yeah, it's like all his transformations are like golden and whatever. So I saw a bunch of people drawing coloring Luffy like that, like he's like completely yellow, and his clothes are yellow and all that. I'm like, oh, I really like this interpretation. But I guess now we know that he's actually white. His hair is white. His shirt became white. Let me see if his pants. I'm going back. I'm going to check if his pants became white. So to see if he's like completely white. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. But yeah, I guess they look white. Well, his manga is black and white, but
As white as manga could be.
yeah, as white his manga could be. Okay, no, let's go back. Um. Okay, so you seeing this right here? I'm like zooming in.
Yeah.
So his shirt is black, but he's like completely grayed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So either that's
Yep.
because he's in the darker area where Kaido is, or it's like Oda portraying that he's all beat up, he's tired, he's very tired,
Yeah.
or maybe his pants is actually a different color and then they become white. But I know he went to Wano with orange pants. With orange pants, his belt, his sash thing is purple, and the shirt is red. So that's the color scheme he went to Wano. So it'll be cool if everything's white though. That'll be really cool. But so far we just can't tell. This chapter was it was a full Kaido versus Luffy fight. That's really cool. That's really good.
Yeah.
Although when he focuses on one thing is like he's in his bag right there. But I really have nothing. I don't know about you, but I don't have much to say because it's just a really good fight. There's nothing negative to say. There's really nothing to predict because it's just Luffy going ham against Kaido.
Yeah, more fighting.
Yeah, more fighting. And Kaido really didn't like everything that Kaido did. Luffy he countered it somehow, or he took it head on and didn't do much damage. So, how long do you think this fight is going to last? Then, since from what we could tell, Luffy he's not struggling that much. I get the other thing he's struggling is like to stay in this form. That's like
it's more like how much time he could stay in Gear 5th. Like,
yeah.
It's less more. It's more of an endurance match. Like who goes down first? Like his Gear 5th or Kaido? Like
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, like there's no. Oh, here's more color art. I forgot to
I did
show
want to
this.
mention though, like you know how I thought it was gonna be like when he hit him with the punch, like it was the skin that we saw on the fist. I thought that was gonna be like the skin of his scalp, but no, that's actually the Luffy's skin, which cause like if we see the next panel, where we show Kaido from the front,
Yeah.
like the skin tone of Kaido doesn't match with the fist
Mhm.
in the back.
Yeah,
So it
that's true.
means that it means that his fist just went through him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But okay, if we go
I'm just
if we go with the skin tone logic, but
yeah.
look how it's drawn though. It looks like he's wearing a glove. You know what I mean? Like
I
look
mean,
look how it's drawn, and then look over here. Like I don't know. For me, it looks like like he punched to Kaido, and then he's wearing his skin like a glove. You know, like what he did with the eyes. At least that's how I'm interpreting it.
for me
But
it looks like like from where it leaves the head,
yeah.
like those stretch marks. It looks like it's trying to like it's going from small to big. Like the fist somehow when it impacted Kaido, like it shrank. Then it just enlarged again when it exited.
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Everything it's so goofy. It's like it's really hard. It's really hard to tell what's
Yeah,
happening.
like this is like the one that has me on like how does that work? Like that should be like if we're going like if this were like Mortal Kombat like that's an instant KO, my man.
Yeah, yeah,
Like right to the brain.
yeah. This one of those things that we just have to wait for the anime, which I don't know if you know is on break. I don't know.
Oh really?
Yeah, because someone hacked into Toy or whatever, and someone hacked Toy, and now they're dealing with it, so they're on break, and the
Dang.
sad part, you know that's sad and all, but the episode that was about to release was chapter 1000. So
Oh, the big
yeah,
celebration. They were paying
yeah,
homage to the series as a whole.
yeah. So chapter yeah, like it was going to come out in the that was the next episode. If I'm correct, that was going to be the next episode, and then this whole a toy getting hacked delayed the episode. So now we're just waiting for them to deal with the situation. But we haven't heard anything since. It's been a couple of weeks now, I think, if I'm correct, that we haven't gotten the One Piece anime. So yeah. And sadly, there's this. I don't know if you watched him. You probably don't. Usumaki Khan. He's a famous One Piece YouTuber. He like reacts to the anime. So he got spoiled. He's very loved in the community. Everyone loves him. And sadly, he got spoiled by Gear Fifth. He went on YouTube and somehow he saw a video titled "Sun God Nika," Sun God Luffy. He's like, he got spoiled on that, sadly. But
Man.
yeah, and then
But
he
like
did. Uh-huh.
but the dude is an anime only, is what you're
Mm.
saying.
Yeah, he only watches the anime, and
Okay.
and and he did a video about it. He talked about it, and the video he showed that he on YouTube, he has a bunch of stuff like muted, like a bunch of One Piece stuff, and somehow some way Gear Fifth got into his timeline, to his YouTube timeline. He saw the thumbnail, and everything, and he got spoiled. And he also got spoiled on Ace Death, sadly, But with
Damn.
he said in the video, he said, he's like, oh, I got spoiled on Ace's death. But with that, he didn't know how it was going to happen. So he's like, it could
Okay.
happen. He's like, it could happen Impa down. It could happen before or after Marineford, But when he got to Marineford, and he still didn't saw it coming, even though he knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
but in this case, he knows it's going to happen in Wano because he knows the manga is still in Wano.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he said whatever Luffy fights Kaido, now he knows the fight is not going to end until he goes Gear Fifth. So he
Yeah.
basically lost all the tension that he wore at Ghana. He will
Yeah,
still
from
enjoy
Luffy
it.
actually dying, yeah.
Yeah. He'll probably still enjoy it though because his reactions are legendary in the community. You should look them up. They're hilarious. Uh, but yeah, that's a little tangent about that. I think I was gonna bring up something, but I forgot what it was. Let me think about it because because I don't know. Maybe I end the video and then I'll be like, ah, I remember the thing I was going to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
I'm
about
just I'm just well, you think about it.
yeah.
But I'm just curious, like if we're gonna see like the other gods, like as the fruit of all these, cause
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Sun God here, like is doing some insane shit. Not gonna lie.
I
Like
guess since you brought that up, I guess I could bring this up then about that maybe Blackbeard he's one of the other gods.
mayhaps.
Because yeah, because you know when he got introduced, or when not when he got introduced, when he first was using the Yami Yami, Ace mentioned that for Logia your fruit's pretty weird, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And also, you know, the parallels between Luffy and Blackbeard. You know, Blackbeard he's darkness. Luffy now he's the sun
The
god.
sun.
Yeah, so it makes also during that fight, versus Ace and Blackbeard. Blackbeard, I think if I'm correct, Blackbeard says who will win, the sun or the darkness. So, you know, he
I
could be
was
one of the gods.
yeah.
Wait,
I was gonna mention like since we're talking about the gods, like there's a possibility that like here's me just brainstorming like
uh,
where's like the gods, all of them might not even be human. Like just cause Sangha here is human or humanoid, like doesn't mean
mm-hmm,
like the rest of them are. Like
mm,
perhaps like there was an actual god that's actually a kraken, so which might in turn uh uh explain the whole like three hearts thing, like and Blackbeard's whole shebang with the number three, you know.
yeah. Actually, I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring that up. That that yeah, like maybe he did eat the Kraken fruit, and this whole darkness thing is actually part of the Kraken fruit. It's not like the Yami Yami turns out was the Kraken fruit, or like this God fruit that is the it looks like a Kraken. You know what I mean? You know basically what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we don't know, but that's just people theorizing because of
Yeah.
because of this. Actually, this wasn't the thing I was going to say, but since you brought up the God thing, um, let me see if I still have it on Twitter, the bookmark. I'm going to Twitter right now. I'm going to check. Let's see, bookmarks. Let's see what I have here. Oh yeah, this is a tweet that I was talking about that his clothes are and hair are actually white. This is the
No,
guy who tweeted.
like no, the tweet I saw was different. Like he looks like someone like drew him as slimy, and that's
Mm.
what someone quote tweeted as "come."
No, okay. No, that's the so that's the other one. But let me see if I could find the tweet. Probably have it as this one, I guess. No. Let's see.
Hey, that's the
Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, I found the tweet. Alright, so this guy right here, at Sans own at
uh,
Sans
uh,
owns or 0NS.
I think I know where he's going with this.
Okay, so you know, I'm not going to read the tweet word by word because I already read it, but he's saying he's arguing that Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp, they're related to the ancient kingdom somehow. So for example, Luffy, since he ate the Sanganika fruit, Joy Boy probably ate that fruit, so that's how he's connected to the ancient kingdom. Sanji, he's part of Germa. He's from the Germa family, so
Mm-hmm.
he's arguing that maybe Germa were part of the ancient kingdom because if I'm correct, they mentioned that the ancient kingdom there were barrier bands. They were very ahead of their time. If I'm correct,
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a theory or was confirmed, but I know I heard that somewhere before. So you know he's saying that Sanji he's connected to the Asian Kingdom because of Germa, since you know he's part of Germa. Usopp he's saying that Usopp either he's connected to the Asian Kingdom because of Nolan. It's because he's saying that Nolan maybe his family his ancestry was also part of the Ancient Kingdom. And Usopp, since he has a connection with Nolan, with the Tontalas, all that jazz. That's why he's saying that Usopp he could also be connected to the Ancient Kingdom. And
like Usopp might be a descendant of someone from the Ancient Kingdom.
Yeah, okay, so and then the reason why he says this is because right here he says Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp has the title of warrior. He says here Luffy is warrior of liberation, Sanji is warrior of science, Usopp is brave warrior of the sea, right? And he says I think they have the qualities of the great lords, great lord kings. Also, the reason why it's like kind of broken English is because he translated this from I'm guessing
Arabic?
what. Yeah, he translated this from Arabic to English, but you could understand what he's saying though. So
Yeah. I'm getting the
yeah,
gist of it.
yeah. And then in this chapter, Warrior Liberation, that was the last chapter.
Yes.
Chapter 1031 was Warrior Science. That's when Sanji, if I'm correct, I think that's when he defeated Queen, the Warrior Science, or that's when he got his power up. And then Usopp throughout the whole series, he's been saying that he wants to be a brave warrior to see. And yeah, what I mentioned that he thinks Jerma, Joy Boy, and Nolan, they were like kings in the Ancient Kingdom. Like there were multiple kings in the Ancient Kingdom, and all these like Sanji, Luffy, and Usopp, they're connected to the Ancient Kingdom because of that. He also there's another theory right here that he mentions that he's probably immortal or whatever, and he was probably part of the Ancient Kingdom, and he betrayed them. And that's how they fell. He mentions that also, which that's another theory that I've been hearing around, that maybe he was like Joy Boy's friend or brother or whatever, and he betrayed Joy Boy, and that's how the Ancient Kingdom fell. And then there's another thing. This thing actually blew my mind a little bit. So Luffy, he asked Sanji and Usopp, do they get sick? Like, I mean, does it hurt to being sick? Implying that Luffy has never been sick. So they both say, don't know, I've never been sick. And then Vivi says, are you people even human? Now, we know Sanji, he's not. Now we know Sanji, he's not human. He's genetically enhanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now we know Luffy, maybe he didn't got sick because the sun got through. Maybe that.
Yeah.
And then, but Usopp, why Usopp hasn't gotten sick? It's a stretch, but it's a huge stretch. But Vivi asked, are they even human? So maybe Usopp, I don't know. I want Usopp to get conquerors by the end of the series. So maybe, because of this lineage, if he does has a lineage with Nolan, maybe because of this lineage with Nolan, he could like get conquerors and become a brave warrior to see. I don't know. I just saw
do
this.
hope.
No, you're going.
I do hope that Sanji eventually, like you mentioned, conquerors. Like I do hope that Sanji actually gets it, just so he could like at least keep up with Zoro, cause like that Zoro is the second command. Like I hope that third command get like at least like even out.
Yeah.
I hope he gets it.
Yeah. Me. What was it? I forgot what beat it was. Oh yeah, and in Molly's top 30. Link in the description. So in Molly's top 30, if I'm correct, we were discussing conquer users, and I brought up the idea that Sanji may get conquerors. Like you mentioned, for he could keep up with Zoro and all that. And then at first he was like against it because he was like, oh, Sanji, he's not a fighter. His goals are not like Zoro's. Like Zoro wants to be the strongest swordsman, Luffy wants to be the pirate king, so on and so forth. But then I told her. I saw this tweet that it said, what they're called, a Venn diagram. That's the two circles with the.
Yes.
Okay, so
I saw the two circles that interlope. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw that on Twitter. That someone categorized the conquer users. So on one side, it's like the conquerors that they want to be the best at something. So like Zoro, he wants to be the greatest swordsman. Luffy, pirate king. Kaido, he's the strongest creature. So on and so forth. and then on the other side is conquer users that they want to protect something. So Karakuri, he wants to protect his family. I'm blanking out, but each side.
Yeah, I remember now, cause Sanji wants to protect something. I forgot what, but he does want to protect something. Yeah.
Sanji, he's a protector. So
Yeah.
So the tweet didn't argue this, but I argue with her that Sanji he will be a protector, and also I think Rayleigh was also a protector, and then in the middle was both, and the middle was Luffy and Roger. Because Luffy wants to protect his crew, and he also wants to be Pirate King, and Roger did the same thing. And then when I told her that, she was like, "Oh, okay, you're right. You're right. I'm convinced now." So that's why I think Sanji he has the potential to get conquerors, and I think he should get it for that way he could be as equal with Zoro, because the wing of the Pirate Kings, and one wing cannot be stronger than the other. That's
Yeah.
So that's why I think he could get conquerors. Of course, Zoro fanboys they disagree, but it could happen. I don't know. And then Usopp, I just want because it's Usopp, He throughout Wano he's been lying that he has conquerors. So and every lie that he says comes through. So
you know what? At this point, just give the whole crew to conquerors.
Okay, like if Sanji and Usopp does get conquered, and then let's argue that Yamato joins the crew, so that would be Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, Yamato.
5 possible users.
5 possible users, and then I argue that Jinbei could get it also.
Yes, I was gonna mention Jinbei since he was actually a warlord. Yeah.
He was actually a warlord, and during the Who's Who fight, black sparks were coming out. Now you could argue it's not black sparks because it's black and white, so you cannot really tell if it was black sparks. But if it is black sparks, though, that means he has the potential to unlock it also. But so if Jinbei does unlock it, so 6. That will be 6 conquer users in one crew. That's crazy. It's really But that's the thread. It's a really good thread about like the potential lineage of Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp. I was about to say Zoro, but Luffy, Sanji, Usopp. Yeah, because usually when you mention Luffy and Sanji, the next person you always say is Zoro. So
like the big trio of them, the monster trio.
The monster trio. Since I'm still in Twitter, I don't know if you saw this tweet though about the French news.
Yeah.
Yes,
One Piece apparently is very big there.
Yeah, is it Prime Minister? That's their leader, like their president or whatever, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know about French politics. Like this isn't my expertise.
No, but let's say Prime Minister. So So the Prime Minister, he's actually a One Piece fan. I don't know if you seen it.
Oh.
Because there's this image that he was doing an interview, and right behind him is a statue of Robin.
Okay.
It's a
Good
statue
taste.
really good taste. But people, how Twitter be. People, they don't like him. They don't like him, so they're like, oh, that sucks. That he's a One Piece fan. But that's politics. But
and we don't know shit about French politics.
Yeah, I honestly don't know about French politics, but it was a statue of Robin and this post high skip, and she's like making wings. She was wearing a jacket, so I'm assuming like somewhere from Punkcaster or something. So yeah, it was really cool. So also, if I'm correct, Stampede premiered in France. Like, there was this big event when Stampede came out. That like this stadium and people went there to watch the movie and all that. Yeah, if I'm correct.
Damn.
And now that I'm remembering all this stuff, and I think the Prime Minister, he got an award from Oda about One Piece related.
Damn.
So yeah, like the French they really like One Piece and manga and all that, like yeah. So, but the reason why I show you this tweet is because someone replied right under run because if you read the headline, it's right here. It says at least 19
19
killed
killed it
in
in
shooting
Central
in Central
Mexico.
Mexico, right? And
Yeah.
they're talking about One Piece, but that's like the mini headline right there. And then someone like
Yeah.
19 people were murdered. French news. What does
What
that
does that
matter?
matter?
We're talking about One Piece. Um, uh,
Oh my god.
and Leo, I don't know if you know this, but this is an actual scene from an actual anime, and this is the actual thing that he says.
Wait, he actually says that this isn't what?
Yeah. I seen this anime. It's really good, man, Leo. Like, it's Inuyashiki. It's
Okay,
the
doesn't ring any bells.
is the I told you about. It's the one about. It's about old man, and he becomes a robot. And he becomes like a superhero. So
Uh, carry on.
okay, but in this scene, to give context, he's actually the villain. This guy, so he also becomes a robot, and so he actually finished killing a whole family, and and the daughter, she was still alive. I think the daughter, she just came home, and she comes to the scene, and then this guy, he starts talking with her, and he's like, "What manga do you read?" And she and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "This series, One Piece." And he's like, "Oh, you read One Piece? Oh, that's cool. Who's your favorite character?" And then she's like, "Is my family is my family dead?" And then he says this, "What does that matter? We're talking about One Piece." He straight up says that because when they become him and the main character, when they became robots, they lost all emotion. They don't feel human.
Uh,
Yeah. The later on, you learn how this guy, how he feels human, and how the main character, how he regains that humanity feeling. So this is really good. It's just one season, 11 episodes. It's it's you start and you finish it. It's really good.
okay.
It's really good. Yeah. Like I remember I was taking summer classes, and I started watching the anime, and I finished it. I finished it one day, because I'm like, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's 3D. I don't know if you could tell by this screenshot, but it is 3D anime. There's some scenes that is obvious, because when they're moving around, but it's really good 3D. Like this scene, like.
I actually thought it was 2D anime,
Yeah.
like 2D drawn,
Yeah, but it's completely 3D, and this is not the only. The clip that One Piece was really good this week.
今週ワンピやばい。泣ける。はあ。
No, you're not familiar with that clip.
No, I'm only familiar about the Yamato meme.
So that clip that One Piece was really good this week is from this anime that he's like reading the Jump manga. He's like reading Weekly Jump, and he's like he reads it, and then he's like, oh man, One Piece. He starts crying. He's like, One Piece was really good this week. And I think the anime is taking place in 2019, around there. So I wonder what was he reading, because that was like the recent chapter in that episode. He was like, "Oh man, One Piece was so good this week." So
Like maybe Reverie or Wano.
I don't know, but and there's a bunch of other One Piece references in this, in this anime. Like, because this character, he's a huge One Piece fan. It's funny, he's the villain, but he has these moments that he just talks about One Piece. It's just pretty funny. But yeah, there's that. I don't have any tweets to talk about really, since I was avoiding spoilers. But these are like some tweets from last week. That talking about this guy was talking about the journey. Like Luffy from the beginning, he could barely control his Delfru, and now look at him now. Son got Nika. I just remembered the thing I was going to mention. So I was going to mention that Basically all the he explained a lot with this reveal. He did basically explain a lot. Like for example, he explained why Luffy he has this crazy stamina and how he could heal so quickly. It's because he's a Zoan. He's a mythical Zoan. That's why. Zoans they have a healing factor, so that's why Luffy has this crazy stamina, and that's why he could like heal very fast. Faster than your average character in One Piece. And another thing I was going to mention that Luffy when he ate the fruit, he really struggled using it. He struggled to use the fruit, and people are saying maybe the reason why he struggled with the fruit is because he thought the fruit was just rubber, but turns out it was a mythical Zoan. So maybe that's why he was struggling with the fruit, because for some reason people people are saying that for some reason every character that has eaten a fruit, they don't struggle. Like they just they like Kaku, for example, Khalifa, Sabo, and we haven't seen that many devil fruit users eat a fruit in real time, but the ones we have seen, they don't struggle. And the people are saying it's because they ate the fruit, and they know what fruit is because they ate it. And Luffy, in the case of Luffy, they told him it was the rubber fruit, so that's why he really struggled with the fruit. Yeah, that's just something interesting to point out. Because of that, that's why Luffy struggled. And since I'm talking about this, let me ask you this: when do you think Oda decided to change the fruit? When do you think he thought about that it's not gonna be rubber, it's actually gonna be Nika?
Oh no, man! I thought it was planned for the very beginning.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Cause I remember like sometime like in one of the SBS like someone mentioned like how rubber is weak, yada yada yada, but but he said like he always wanted to make a power that he could like be very creative, he could fully express himself and whatever. And since we've seen like glimpses of that with the gears and with how Luffy uses the fruit, like I'm pretty sure like it must have been like a call. Like if it wasn't for the very beginning, like it had to have been like the logical step in how Oda thought of the ability. You know?
Yeah, because I know what SBS you're talking about. Someone asked Oda, what did he pick the rubber fruit for Luffy? And Oda he replied that he wanted to give Luffy a ridiculous ability. And what we learned in last chapter, according to the goal, say the Sun God Nika fruit is the most ridiculous power in the world, in the One Piece world. So because of that, I do think from the beginning, Oda he wanted Luffy to be Nika, but he needed to write it in a roundabout way. He's like, I cannot give the Nika fruit to Luffy from the beginning because it's too broken.
Yeah.
So how can I write this that I could naturally make him Nika eventually in the series? So he had the rubber elements, and then he went from there. Some people are saying that if he didn't thought about it from the beginning, maybe Skypiea, maybe in Skypiea that's when he decided to give Luffy the Nika fruit, because all this about the Sun God and all that. And then speaking of Skypiea, there's theories that what if Nika wasn't a human? Like by Nika I mean Joy Boy. What if Joy Boy wasn't a human, but he was actually a snake, and he ate the Nika fruit? And the reason,
this is the first time I'm hearing this one.
Yeah, okay. So the reason why people are saying this, I don't know if you remember this, Leo, but during the Skypiea flashback, the Nolan flashback, we learned that the Shandians, they pray to the Sun God, and who is the Sun God? A snake. So, a big giant snake comes and they eats their victim, their sacrifice. So because of that, people are saying, what if Joy Boy was a snake and he ate the Nika fruit? And that's why the Shandians, they pray to this big giant snake. because Nika was a snake. This is like a little theory I heard. I was pretty interesting because it's not it will not be the first time that animal have eaten the human fruit because we got Chopper. you know.
And
Um,
the fox and the kitsune from Wano here.
oh yeah, I completely forgot about him. Oh yeah, he did a
Yeah, I forgot
yeah.
about it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did a mythical because it's the human fruit model. I forgot what, but it's also a mythical human. Oh yeah, yeah.
Chopper say losing.
Yeah, Chopper. He used like the dollar store. He ate the dollar store version of the human fruit. No, but there was this really old theory that Chopper he actually ate the Asian model human fruit because when Chopper goes into Heavy Point, that's like his human form, he's actually hairy. Like you could argue that that's just him keeping the reindeer hair, but you could also argue that what if he's just an Asian version of a human, and that's why he's like all hairy and Heavy Point. Because we haven't really seen Chopper go full human. We only see him like basically hybrid always. So yeah, maybe. But at this point, I who knows? Although he changed Luffy through, I don't know. Maybe he could change. He'll be like, oh, turns out Chopper he was actually Asian human variation. I don't know. There's no story significance for that. It's not like Luffy with Nika, but something. It was something fun to think about when I heard that theory a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I got sidetracked with the snake thing. But yeah, that the Nika, the Joy Boy was actually a snake. I now remember. So to conclude, the Joy Boy being a snake. And another reason why they're saying this is because when we saw the first silhouette of Nika, people were saying that he kind of looked snake-like. Like, the hair looked like a snake. And he's like, his limbs are like I don't know, he just looked like a snake. That people were arguing. But, I don't know, I saw it, but, we just need to see Nika how Joy Boy / Nika look like, to see if was he actually a snake. It's interesting though. It's interesting. Today I saw a tweet today or yesterday. That someone he made the connection with. People been saying this, but this guy he made the connection now. That most of the kingdoms, like not kingdoms, but like the Shandians, the Alabasta, Wano, the Kosuki, their like logo, their insignia, they all have the sun. Like yeah. So the dude he made the connection. He's like, now I know why the Koski, the Shandians, the Alabasta, so on and so forth. Like the reason why they have the sun is because the sun got Nika. Like he made that connection. People, like I mentioned, people been saying this for years. That for some reason, these families, they all have the sun in their logo. But now we know why. It's because of Nika. Because at that time we didn't do the sun god or Nika or whatever. But yeah, that was another thing I was going to mention. Let me see if I can find the tweet. This is just gonna be a funny tweet that I saw. Let me see if I still have a bookmark. This is no, it's not this. There's a really old tweet. I remember when this tweet came out. That this dude was talking about. I don't know if you remember this chapter, Leo, but this is the chapter. I forgot how it ended. I'm not sure if Luffy got defeated in this chapter, but in this chapter, Kaido he comments that they've been enjoying the fight, Luffy and Kaido, and then he asks right here. He says, "I can tell you're enjoying yourself. The more precarious the situation, the bigger your smile. Is that right?" And this is the official translation. So, this dude says in the tweet that the official and the scanlation, they missed something very important. So they're both wrong, official and scanlation. So
like they're missing an important detail here.
yeah, and it's a very important detail that the Japanese fans of One Piece, they've been talking about ever since this very important detail. So the important detail is, I'm paraphrasing, but the guy says that there's something that Kaido says to Luffy off screen because of Japanese context or whatever. So and basically the guy, this guy who made the tweet, he says Kaido, he probably says something along the lines of, the more you smile, the more ... Am I right? And that's that portion that we don't get to hear. That's the part that the Japanese audience, they've been discussing. What did Kaido ask Luffy? So people been theorizing that maybe the thing that Kaido asked Luffy, the more you smile, the stronger you get. Am I right? Because if I'm correct, in the scanlation, we do get Luffy saying yeah, like he's like answering to something. But here in the official, Luffy, he doesn't say anything. So it's interesting. It's rare that both scanlation and official, they're wrong about something. Like they miss something completely. You know what I mean? It's very rare. Because of that, not many people on the western side has been talking about this. At least from what I remember. Because this mistranslation. Something that's something I always wanted to point out. This is a very old tweet. This was in April 25th.
And dug this up.
And 2021. And 2021. So yeah,
almost a year.
Yeah, it's been a while. So yeah. The reason why I saw it is because someone retweeted it recently. It's like, hey, let's bring this tweet back. Let's discuss about this. So because now we know. I guess Kaido did ask Luffy, the more you laugh, the stronger you get, because now we know, since he's Nika and all that. So maybe Kaido did ask that, Yeah. But yeah, I guess we still gotta wait and see. Yeah. But let me look up that tweet. It was is it this one? This is one of them. But this guy right here, he argues there's more to the Jiki Jiki no Mi. That's Kids though fruit. The Magnet fruit. So he argues. Yeah. So he argues that there's more to the fruit than the Misty Eye. And the reason why is because, Lost Fruit has the immortality surgery and was worth 5 billion berries. And Luffy's fruit now is actually the Sun God Nika. So he argues that Kid's fruit is also important. And his argument is that Kid's fruit is the other half of Pluton. Leo, you remember what's Pluton, right?
Yeah, a weapon. Come on, like give me.
No, just in case. So yeah, Pluton is one of the ancient weapons. Is the boat, and he argues that Pluton is only functional with the magnet fruit. I don't remember if he mentioned this in the theory in the thread, but it will be similar to Anno. Anno, when he made his boat, he made it that it was only functional.
Run on electricity.
Yeah, by electricity. So this guy, he's not wrong. We have seen that, we have seen that in the series, like and Frankie, Frankie, he's run by Cola. So anything's possible, I guess, when it comes to technology and all that. But
energy sources.
Yeah, energy sources. So yeah, that's what he's arguing, that basically Kid's fruit is like part of the ancient weapon Pluton. And then he says like, oh, it'll be cool if Pluton has a railgun, and like a big giant railgun. That's what they use. That's what Pluton uses to destroy islands. Because I think Crocodile mentions that Pluton is capable to destroy island and all that jazz. So yeah, that's what this guy's arguing. For a Kid theory, it's pretty tame if you ask me, because Kid fanboys, they, yeah, they're a different breed. They're a different breed. They're built different. And then the
Actually,
other,
uh-huh.
what are you gonna say?
You told us one.
Yeah, because okay, it's right. Is this tweet? Let me see. Okay, why
I mean,
load?
it's so bad that it isn't loading. Wow.
But why while the tweet loads? Tell me what you going to say.
Because like you were mentioning Skypiea, and I thought you were gonna mention the other theory that I heard, that like back in Skypiea, like the reason why I've been mentioning the gods is because back in Skypiea they were showing Robin. I think it was Robin. Was it Robin?
But
Oh,
go on, go on. I think it was
I'm
Robin,
not sure.
probably.
I'm not sure if this is Robin or Hancock. I'm not sure, or maybe another girl. Like they were talking about the four gods: the god of the sun, god of the rain, god of the force, and god of the earth. Now we're racing the god of the sun, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm thinking like, oh, there might be another models based on on these gods, because Luffy already has one of them. So and here's the thing: someone pointed out that the quintuplets from Fishman Island are called Ishika, Nika, Sanka, Jonka, and Jonka 2. Like,
Yeah, you saw me that tweet. Yeah, you saw me that tweet.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and I don't know Japanese, like, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking like, isn't Ichi 1, Ni 2, San 3, and Jong 4, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, as I know for a fact, Jonko is like Jonko literally means for emperor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So the thing is, since they're quintuplets, there's one that repeats,
Mm-hmm.
Jonka
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, the last one. Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking like during the Void Century, there might have been like this is the first time that we see the Joy Boy fruit back, like the Sun God fruit, like ever since like
Mm-hmm.
its first big appearance. Like we don't know if there were previous users before Joy Boy, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like the first big user that we know about Joy Boy, and we know that the fruit disappeared, or at least a user, like there has been no user until Luffy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my theory is, like, if all the god fruits were like that, I think the Jonka was the exception. Cause since there's a Jonka too, there might have been another Jonka user after its initial appearance, like another user, and like, mayhaps during the Void Century, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
that, it disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like if it hasn't resurfaced, it's about to resurface. Or here's the
Yeah.
crackpot
Okay.
version.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Like, since there's a possibility that Im knew Joy Boy,
Yeah.
like it might be the reason why there's a Jonka 2 is because it has already resurfaced, and for a long time now. Maybe Im has the Jonka fruit.
Okay. And maybe Yonka is rain because the theory that
Yeah, yeah,
he's water or whatever. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I see.
The association of rain with water, you know.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Okay.
I'm just talking out my ass.
No, but it's a good theory because now people like we mentioned earlier about Blackbeard. Now people are looking Blackbeard differently. Like maybe he did a mythical someone, not Logia. And now we got question other characters maybe. Like okay, who else? Who else probably a mythical someone? Actually, I heard this crackpot theory. Someone said, what if every devil fruit is just a mythical someone? and,
I think
and
I heard that one. Uh huh.
yeah. What if every devil fruit is just a mythical someone and you just need to unlock it somehow, you know? Or like every paramecia maybe because not there's some that are like the Soans, the regular Soans that will not apply, but maybe paramecia is like all the paramecias are mythical Soan. I heard another theory. The what if every like paramecia and yeah, basically every paramecia, or maybe you could throw in Logia as well, that there were actually gods and they were just thrown into the fruits and that's like their ability, you know.
Mhm.
And I keep forgetting to look this up, but people been saying that there's an era before the voice entry that was like the era of the gods or something like that. Nah, I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. But people are talking about it like it was like it just got revealed yesterday. Like it's like like people been mentioning like, oh yeah, don't forget the era of the gods. I'm like, yeah, you know me, like I remember a bunch of stuff about One Piece, so I don't remember no one mentioning about era of the gods. But since people been bringing it up, maybe there was an era of the gods, and Nika was part of the era, and somehow, some way, he got stuck into a fruit. Something happened in that era, and he got trapped into the fruit. I don't know, because like how there's a Nika fruit, like
Mhm.
there's someone in the Boy Century or during this era of the gods got all these gods or whatever, all these mythical characters, and they threw them into the Devil Fruit somehow, and that's how we got the Devil Fruits. I don't know. That's just food for thought. We just need to wait until whenever we get the Voice Century flashback. That's when we learn. That's when we're going to learn about all this, like the origins of the Devil Fruits, the Will D, and so on and so forth. But I found the meme. So so someone made an edit about the conversation last week with the girl say. So here's the edit. So it says here, apparently useless Captain Kidd used damn punk in his battle against Big Mom. The technique that erased the world 800 years ago. How frightening that the damn one Jika and the sun god Nika were waking at the same place. Two of the three gods. I pray that the Blue Lake Sika remains a myth. Yeah.
No, he doesn't pray. He prays.
Yeah. I then saw the second pray. I pray. And then saw the, that thing that the mind
That's
doesn't
his ability. That's his ability. The prayer.
but that thing that the mind doesn't read the second word if it's repeated.
Yes.
Yeah, that was me right there. I literally didn't saw the second pray. But
Oh my god.
yeah. But whoever made this is also a Sanji fanboy, because he's probably referring to Sanji, the Blue Lake Sika. For Sanji, he has blue flames now. But
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, was the tweet? The tweet says, "This is quite literally the worst thing I have ever seen." Yeah, but this guy, he's a Zoro fanboy though, because someone said, someone replied, but I follow Fiji. He's a cool guy. But someone said, but if it said Green Blade Sika, you be freaking your pants right now. Don't lie. And then he replied with this gif of
With
a
the
monkey. Yeah, of a blind monkey walking or whatever. It's hilarious. It's not loading the gif, but yeah. Like Fiji, don't lie. I know you. I know you'll be praising that. You'll be saying gold and all that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he's a cool guy though. This tweet. So someone tweeted, which of these transformation powers was the biggest ass pull, right? And he has a barrier mode Naruto. He has the man, I forgot this. Ichigo gets his Ascension. I forgot the name of the transformation. And of course he has Sun God, Sun God Nika Luffy, and then Fairy Tail. Now, someone quoted tweet saying that you weren't paying attention because I don't think Sun God Nika is an ass pull, because like if you read, if you reread the series and you look at the little hints or whatever, Oda was really hinting at Sun God Nika.
Yeah. Like Oda does a lot of foreshadowing, hinting, like that's why I love the Gear 5th reveal, because like it recontextualizes a lot of what already happened.
Yeah. Someone said, One Piece YouTuber Randy Troy, he said that some people, they love to clickbait saying that this changes everything. He said that this chapter literally does changes everything, because now like you were saying, it recontextualized the whole series. You know.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
why I look forward to like reveals, like what are Shank's intentions? Because I know for a
Yeah.
fact, like once like all the reveals, like oh, is he a bad guy or is he like what crap he's doing? Like I know for a fact that's gonna recontextualize everything that like not everything, but like a lot of what he's been doing. Like you get what I
Yep.
mean?
I do.
Like
Mm-hmm.
and plus what Emin's even doing, like I really want like those are the things I look forward to the most
Yeah.
because it puts what you already know of the series in its head, like oh,
Mm-hmm.
you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. And I guess to finish this off, because since you brought something, to finish this tweet off, I don't know what people are arguing if Natsu is right there. You know, like Fairy Tail is known for their friendship power up, for the bullshit power up. So I don't know, I don't know what people are arguing that Naruto and Luffy and Ichigo, they have these ass pulls if Natsu is right here. So
I
so
mean,
yeah,
I can't talk because the only the only one that I've actually read is One Piece. So.
yeah, I know, but trust my words, Natsu, like, man, Fairy Tail. For me, Fairy Tail is a guilty pleasure because it was very entertaining early on. Like I'm like, oh man, this is so entertaining. I really like Fairy Tail, and then as it continues, you if you hate all
Yourself.
those what what what
I
you
think
say?
if you hate yourself,
No,
you keep reading it.
no, I was going to say, if you hate all those like fake out deaths, if you hate like if you really hate all those negative stuff like fake out deaths and a bunch of other stuff,
Yeah.
then you really going to hate Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is like that, crank up to 11. Like,
Damn.
man. But I still finished it because I started it, so I'm like might as well finish it. And
Yeah.
and like I said, it's a guilty pleasure because I do enjoy it. And, even though I hate
Even
everything.
because of his shortcomings.
Yeah, even though the shortcomings, I still enjoy it. And he has a new series, Eden Zero, and from what I heard, everything that you hate about Fairy Tail, he fixes it in Eden Zero. So he did. I guess he did improve as a writer. Hiro Mashima, and also when it comes to mangakas, Hiro Mashima he's crazy because he's doing Eden Zero, he's doing the sequel of Fairy Tail, and he's doing another manga. So he's doing 3 mangas. He's doing 3 mangas at once. So
Man,
so
chasing that bag.
yeah. So when it comes to like work
Ethic.
work ethic, when it comes to work ethic, Hiro Mashima, he's up there when it comes to like work ethic, and his art in all 3 is like top notch, so just because he's doing 3 series, it's not like the art is bad in one or in the other. So that's like a couple of good things I will say about Hiro Mashima. But to change the topic, you mentioned about Shanks, that what he's doing and all that, the mystery behind Shanks. Not sure if you heard this theory. I've been meaning to bring it up. I keep forgetting to bring it up, and it's a really good theory. So that what if Shanks, the reason why he went to Luffy's island, to Luffy's island.
Oh.
I forgot what it's called. Fuchsia Village. The reason why he went to Fuchsia Village is because he was looking for Ace, right?
Yes.
And he was.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, continue.
And he was going to give him the Gunga fruit, but then Luffy eats it, and now he has to bet everything on Luffy, and that's the theory that he was really looking for Ace. Because Roger, one of the last thing he says to Rayleigh was because Rayleigh asks who do you think is going to find the One Piece, and then Roger, he says, "Oh, my son, obviously," and Rayleigh's like, "You don't have a son," and Roger's like, "Not yet." So so obviously probably Shanks, he heard that conversation, and he's like, okay, so let me look up Roger's kid, and he probably found out that he was in this island, and he was probably going to give him the Gunga fruit, but then Luffy eats it, and he's like, because at first, Shanks wasn't angry, that Luffy ate the fruit, but Shanks he wasn't going to ban on Luffy, but Shanks, Luffy told Shanks the same words that Roger told him. I forgot what were the words that reminded him of Roger, but because of that, that's why Shanks banned on Luffy. So yeah, that's just a theory of why Shanks was in the Fuchsia Brothers, and why he had the Gunga fruit with him and all that. And there's another theory I heard recently. Randy Troy he came up with this one because people are complaining why the world government were not going after Luffy, for like hard,
Yeah.
And Randy Troy he argues the reason probably why the girls say we're not going after Luffy like hard, like like really hard, was because maybe Shanks told the girls say that he stole the fruit to keep the balance, and the girl says like, okay, cool, don't eat the fruit, and everything will be cool. And then he went to Marineford, and then he stopped the war, and the reason why they stopped the war is because, okay, let's stop the war because he has the Nika fruit and we don't want him to use it, so let's stop the war. And then during Reverie, Shanks goes to the girls and be like, hey, that fruit I've been dangling, I've been saying that I've been protecting all that. No, I actually fed it to Luffy, and he's going to bring the dawn, whatever. See ya. So, and that's why they started freaking out, like, yo, it's the fruit, let's go wipe out Straw Hat. And Shanks knew that to awaken the fruit, you have to die, maybe. So, that's a theory I heard, that why the girls say we're not like going that hard on Luffy, because maybe Shanks, he lied to the girls, say that he still has the fruit and he didn't fed it to anyone. Now, I don't think, like, it's a good theory, but I don't think so. I don't
Like,
see it that way.
Like, my problem with that theory is like I'm not saying that it's bad writing from Oda's part, cause like he always does a reveal, like there's questions, and sometimes like he clarifies in the coming chapters,
Yeah.
like especially with the
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure like
Yeah.
he'll cover it soon,
Yeah.
ish, about
Yeah.
the Gorosei situation, but like the reason is that if the Gorosei didn't know about like why they're so keen on doing it right now, like killing Straw Hat, killing Luffy because of the Gomu Gomu or the Sun God fruit. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe that they found out now, cause like, come on, Luffy has battled against actual world government, like the
Yeah. Yeah.
officials, like
Uh huh.
Lucci saw that he could stretch. He was forever
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure Lucci, like someone that's under like works directly with the world government, like especially the
Mm-hmm.
girl say. I'm pretty sure CP9 has to
Yeah.
be under the girl say.
Yeah.
And
Now.
I'm pretty sure he would have reported that detail that Luffy is rubber. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure like they they just gonna, oh well, okay. Like
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure
Uh,
it's that they just didn't know the real name. The I mean the other name of
of
the
the
Sun
fruit.
God fruit. Like I'm pretty sure like they couldn't have known the name Gum Gum. You get what I mean?
Yeah. So my theory is like a combination of yours and what I think. So I think, okay, and I think it was last chapter. Yeah, it was last chapter that the girls say, when they name dropped the Nika fruit. Before that, they were saying, was it? No, actually, no, I'm wrong. It was a couple of chapters before the Sunisha chapter where it ended with Sunisha going to Wano, and they were talking about the
Yeah.
fruit. Yeah. So in that chapter, they were saying that they were surprised that this fruit is around. They were like surprised, like like, this fruit, it goes by a different name. That fruit is a legend even to us. you know
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and they were very surprised. And then in last chapter they mentioned that the fruit has been evading the world government every era, like every generation, every era of the world government.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I forgot if I mentioned this last chapter or not, last video, but that kind of debunks the theory that they're immortal, because They didn't say that that fruit has been evading us every generation. No, they said that fruit has been evading the world government for every generation. So
Yeah.
implying that each generation, every era, or whatever, the
Yeah,
girls
the girls
say,
they get replaced.
yeah,
Yeah.
they get replaced. So my theory is like a combination of yours. The thing that you said that maybe they didn't do the name of the fruit because maybe Eam didn't bother. Either Eam didn't tell them because I guess Eam thought it wasn't like like if
Him
it's
doing him.
Eam doing Eam like if it was important enough he would like I will say. But I guess right now I guess I wanna say or wasn't even Eam, maybe Shanks. Maybe Shanks did tell them about the Nico fruit. And then when Shanks left, they probably confirmed with Eam like, "Hey, yo, is there a fruit called Nika and should we worry?" And Eam was probably like, "Yeah, there's a fruit. Yeah, that was Joybird fruit. If it's around, go kill the user or whatever." That's why they were sweating. So that's like one part of the theory that I have. The other part is that let's say they didn't know. Let's say maybe they didn't know that there was like the Gumu Gumu was this important there fruit. Maybe since the fruit hasn't been awakened for so many years, since they mentioned that the fruit hasn't been awakened for like years now. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they knew that Luffy had the Gumu Gumu. Well, of course they knew they knew that the Gumu Gumu was actually the Nika fruit. Maybe
Yeah. They didn't make the connection.
no, like I'm saying that they made the connection and that they didn't worry because the fruit hasn't awakened for years and they got complacent. The world government
Oh,
got
they thought Luffy wasn't gonna awaken it.
yeah, they got so complacent, like about the standard of the world. They've been ruling for for generations now. So they're like, well, here's there's another Gomu Gomu no user. What should we do? And then they're like, let's weigh out. But they were like, let's weigh out, but let's give him a decent bounty. 30 million. That was his first bounty. And like Randy Toy mentioned, the other people I think were saying also that no, I think it's just Randy Troy. He said the girls they were talking about Luffy when he got 30 million. Like like if Boogie got 30 million, they're not going to be talking about Boogie unless they do unless they do know that he was part of Roger's crew. But they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't know. So like they were not gonna like Luffy. They were talking about him when he got 30 million. So maybe they didn't know that he had the fruit. And then like I talked with my brother, ever since the 30 million, Luffy he's been evading the world government in return. And then in his lobby, he attacked them directly. He attacked a base. And then after that he went to Thriller Bark. No one knows Thriller Bark is like basically the Bermuda Triangle of the One Piece world. So I'm pretty sure they were not going to. They did send Kuma to Thriller Bark to kill Luffy, but since Kuma he's a double agent, he didn't kill Luffy. And then Saboli, Kizaru, he was fighting against the supernovas, and he was going to kill Zoro.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of the fruit. That's because Luffy just stabbed a celestial dragon.
Yeah. But of course the girls say they're not going to tell Admiral, hey, go kill Straw Hat because he ate the Nika fruit. You know what I mean? There's even to the Admirals, they're probably going to keep that secret. So basically they were going to aprovechar. they were going to
like use it as a scapegoat,
Yeah, use it as a scapegoat. Like, hey, yo, Straw Hat, he punched the Celestial Dragon and go and kill him. But back in their mind, they're like, I hope they kill him because for that way we could get the Nika fruit again. But then what happens? Kumo shows up. He saves them. And then they don't know where Luffy went. He goes to Impa down. They're hoping Magellan kills him. Of course he doesn't. And then he goes to the Marineford. And then now they're like, okay, he's in our turf. Let's see if we kill him. No, he doesn't. He's in the middle of the war. He's an ant burst. He's like a small ant versus in the lion's den, and they're like hoping to kill this guy, but they don't. And then what happens? Luffy goes on a 2-year break. They think he's dead. They don't know where Luffy is, so they got complacent again. They're like, okay, well, yeah, Straw Hat, he's gone. That's the Gum Gumu. That's like one thing off the list of things we need to worry. What happens? He comes back, and then he goes to Fishman Island. The Marines, they don't have no they have no jurisdiction down there. So they're like, okay, he's on Fishman Island, whatever. Let's see if he dies in the New World. And then he goes to Punk Hazard. The Marines, they didn't knew he was in Punk Hazard until. Actually, I think I don't think even to this day they know he was in Punk Hazard, because Punk Hazard was abandoned by the world government. They didn't know. They didn't know.
Fight.
Yeah, they didn't know Caesar was even there, if I'm correct. So yeah. And then he goes to Dressrosa. Yeah. Then they go to Dressrosa. This whole then they find out that Luffy was. They found out that Luffy was there. So they send.
Fujitora.
Yeah. Fujitora was there. Let's hope Fujitora kills Luffy, whatever, or Doflamingo. That doesn't happen. Luffy leaves. They're like, okay, where is he going next? He goes to Zou. They don't know where Zou is.
Yeah.
You need a beaver card to go to Zou. So, so nothing happens there. And then he goes to Whole Cake.
They go to Whole Cake Island. Yonko territory.
Yonko territory, they're not going to do anything. And now he's in another Yonko territory. Now here.
Yeah.
Now, this is
where... to finally make the move.
Yeah, because Shanks probably... Remember, Shanks went there to talk about a certain pirate. So maybe maybe Shanks, he's playing some 4D chess with the girl, say. And he's like, hey, Luffy, remember, Luffy, he ate the Nika fruit. And, he could awaken any moment. So there's like, okay, we need to act now. Like, now we need to make sure that we kill him now. And then, what's his name? Durpo Scarfino. Durpo Scarfino, he kills, he tries to kill Luffy. Kylo kills him, whatever. And, now we're here. So.
R.I.P. Mr. Scarf.
Yep. But yeah, that's just me, like a long explanation of why I don't think it's a plot hole that the girls say they were really trying to go after Luffy, but because of situations and stuff
out of control.
Yeah, it was out of control. And also, like I mentioned in the beginning of this like long rant, I think I think they knew that Luffy had the Nika fruit. It just okay. If you were the girl, say, you know that the Nika fruit hasn't been awakened for centuries. So you probably have that in the bottom of your list of things to worry about. Because on the top of that list will probably be like the Yonko dragon, maybe, because dragon he's a revolutionary. Other stuff about the world, other political stuff. So the Nika fruit was probably in the bottom of their list. Because whatever. It's a rubber fruit. No one's going to awaken a rubber fruit. But then they're seeing Luffy doing all these crazy things. They're like, they were like, okay, maybe we should act a little bit, And also another thing, they want this fruit to be a secret. Like, what if you were a random marine number 96 or whatever, and then the girls say they give this order, or not the girls say, probably be the fleet admiral, so Sengoku. Like the girls say, tell Sengoku, yo, get all your marines and go after Saraha Luffy. That will raise some red flags. Why are they going after this random nobody from the East Blue?
True. Like at that point, like, oh, the red light itself is gonna kill the dude.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to go through trouble. Like he's in deep shit. Like we're not gonna throw our hand. Like this is guaranteed. Is that which was.
Yeah. But it's just they really don't want. They also didn't want to raise any red flags, So it also like people are saying, they should give Luffy a higher bounty if they knew, But again, they don't want to raise any red flags, I bet they were hoping that Luffy he just died somewhere in the Grand Line, because it's the pirate graveyard. But of course, it's Luffy, so he done, And then I guess that's my conclusion to this. I guess one more last thing I want to say, since we were talking about the gum and all that. What do you think about Sebek eating the gum, that he ate the gum?
Who?
Sebek. Rocks.
Oh. Huh.
What do you think about that? Because the reason why people are saying this is because every time we've seen Rocks, he's been smiling. Of course, that's maybe because he's a D. But you gotta wonder though, how did Kaido knew everything about Joe Boy? Probably because of Rocks. Maybe Rocks did have the gum fruit, and since the fruit is like it's limited to the user imagination. Maybe Rocks he used the fruit way different than Luffy, and maybe that's why Kaido and Big Mom they haven't realized that there was our captain's fruit, you know.
Mm.
I don't know how different how different can Rocks be that they haven't realized that Luffy ate the Gomu, but it's just food for thought. Maybe Rocks ate the Gum fruit, and because my theory is that maybe Rocks was good. He wasn't evil. Maybe he was like he was fighting for a good cause, but he went in like with evil intent. Like for example, Big Mom. Her goal is to unite all races, and for that way everyone could eat at the same dinner table. But she's going at it the wrong way because she's like enslaving people and she's using fear. Yeah, she's using fear and all these other tactics. While Luffy on the other hand, he's the opposite. Luffy, he's actually using joy, and he's actually freeing,
befriending people.
Yeah, he's actually
freeing them.
Yeah. So yeah, Luffy's the opposite. So maybe Rocks was he's like similar goal to Luffy, but he's just going at it like Big Mom, like a different way. But that's just food for thought, about the what was Rock's devil fruit. If he and then another evidence for him actually eating the Nico fruit is that his Jolly Roger is a skull with fire hair. His hair is like on fire. That's the Rock's Jolly Roger. So
I didn't know this.
Yeah, go look up. Let me look up. But yeah, that was like his Jolly Roger is his name Rocks, and the O is it's a skull on fire with like fiery hair. One Piece Rocks Jolly Roger. Okay. Let's see if it shows up. I don't think it's going to show up. Right here. Okay. The first thing that I don't know if you see it. I don't know if you're seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, creative and replacing the O with the skull.
Yeah. And now that I'm looking at it, looks like two horns also.
Yeah.
Like fiery horns. That's something interesting to keep in mind. But yeah, there's that. And then another thing I was going to I said I was going to mention this later on in the video. I guess it will be the last thing because I'm running out of things to say. But now it confirms that Luffy he could become a giant. So what if the giant straw hat was it was a regular size straw hat, but because of the Nika fruit, like Joy Boy, let's say Joy Boy they had the Nika fruit, so because of the awakening he expanded, he made the straw hat big, so he was actually he was a giant or whatever, Joy Boy. This is an old theory that Joy Boy was a giant, or that or because of the Gomu the straw hat became big. There's no evidence to it, but why there's a big giant straw hat in Murray Joe's? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I keep thinking stuff to say. So remember Don Flamingo? That the reason the reason why he's in Impel Down level 6 is because he knows something about the
something that can shake the world, something like he said something something like that along those lines.
Yeah, so the thing that he knows is that apparently the girls say they have this hidden weapon, or that this hidden sacred weapon or whatever. So I was talking with my brother and I'm like, what if it's the Nico fruit? What if that's the thing that Don Flamingo knew? the Nico fruit is like a thing, and I don't know. But think about it. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the Nico fruit. He did question Luffy's outfit when he was fighting against Luffy, but I don't think it's a Nico fruit. It's probably something crazy. Maybe it's Eam, because now we got introduced to Eam, so maybe he knew the existence of Eam, and that he knows that the girls say they're not the one in control. It's actually Eam. Maybe it's that, or maybe it's like an actual weapon, that they have. Yeah, we still don't know, of course, but those are like the things that I thought about. So yeah, anything else though before I think about something else? I don't think so. No, I think that's all. So yeah, that's the video. This is our thoughts about the chapter. It was a really good chapter, but when it comes to the chapter, there was not much to theorize. We were pretty much theorizing about other stuff that we just other stuff that we just heard about Twitter, throughout Twitter or whatever. So yeah, that's the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you don't.
Slap the subscribe button, just like Will Smith did to Chris Rock.
Yep, just like that. So yeah, leave a like to dislike if you don't. Subscribe, comment. What do you think about this format? And but yeah, that's the video, and we will see you next time.